We imagine a future. And our imaginings horrify us. They won't fear it until they understand it. And they won't understand it until they've used it. Theory will take you only so far. I don't know if we can be trusted with such a weapon. But we have no choice. Is anyone ever going to tell the truth about what's happening here?
What up, everybody? How is it going? This is 90 Minutes on Film, a special one for you. A little bonus here. We are joined by the rest of the crew. We got C.E. Garcia.
Hello.
Well, hello to you.
How's it going?
All right. And we also have the one and only Lobo.
Oh, the wounded dog
Oh,
today.
man, he must have got caught in the explosion.
Yes. All right, first off, real quick, man. We usually kind of do a little catch up, but everything good with you guys? Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just get into it, man, because this is a special one. This is bonus.
Yes. 30 minutes on film.
Hopefully. All right, Chris.
Yes.
What are we going to talk about here?
So I think this is probably one of the first times that all three of us have seen a movie pretty close together, and we all watched it. We're not like spread out over a course of like 2 or 3 weeks.
Very
Yeah.
true.
And then today I decided to go see Oppenheimer at least one last time in IMAX before it went away. So I thought, hey, maybe we should talk about the Oppenheimer because we've all seen it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it really made an impression on me. First time, second time watching it. So
Can we just we're going to talk about it, but can we just cut to the point of what do you guys give it? What do you get out of 10?
oh shit, you want to just jump right into it?
I just want to because, like, all right, cool, I'll go first. 10.
10. Okay.
10.
Gabe 10.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I had to stick with a 10, it's a 10.
Okay.
I was telling everybody like 12, 13 out of 10, but
Yeah,
solid fucking 10.
I couldn't take my eyes off of it the entire time, man. I was like in it. I was forward in my seat.
Well, there is 2 times that I took my eyes off of it.
What was that?
It's when they show
The boobies.
topless.
Oh, that's right, because he has to,
what the
be
hell?
nice.
What is her name?
Did you have to close your eyes?
He had to close her eyes.
And me and Gabe spoke about this briefly.
Oh, I bet he did.
Yeah, he was disappointed. I don't know. I don't think that the sex scene was necessary. I don't think it.
Oh, you're getting into a category.
Okay, well we'll
Yeah.
get there. Well, let's go ahead and go.
Oh, wait. You don't think it was necessary?
I do not think it was necessary for the story.
Really?
Yeah, and well, we'll get into it. So Gabe has it in one of his categories. We have a modified list of categories. This time we're not doing the full on 90 minutes on film categories. We're just going to do 6.
So we're going to get into these categories, but what I wanted to tap into really quick here, how we were saying, like, we just couldn't turn, well, other than Chris, scared of, human parts.
Right.
Yeah.
I was so stuck to it that when it ended, I was like, whoa, shit, that was 3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3
I was
hours
like,
and
wow.
8 minutes.
I was like, because usually, like, films that are obviously at that length, there's always pockets where, like, all right, cool, where we're going. Like, I explained to some people, like, Titanic. Like, you know what? Fuck love. When are we going to see the damn ship sink?
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't like that with Titanic,
That's because you have a heart.
but I recently just saw it for the first time.
What?
Like I
Titanic?
said, yeah, in February. That was like the first time I really watched it like all the way through.
Yeah, that was supposed to be.
But can you guys name a 3-hour movie that does that to you other than Titanic, Wacko? Like, I don't do that with Heat. I don't do that with Casino. I don't do that with Titanic.
I did that with Avatar.
The second one or the first one?
Both.
Damn.
Yeah. I was the same way with Avatar as well.
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man, we got to rethink who's on this podcast with me. Fuck.
Oh, all of a sudden now.
I
'cause
did.
we're
I did look at
poking
my
holes
watch. I did look at my watch, and like I was like, "Oh shit! It's already been 2 hours." And I knew that there's still another hour to go. But
On Oppenheimer?
yeah,
So I watched it this time around, and it's a 3-act structure, and literally at the 60-minute mark,
Yeah.
you could stop right there.
okay.
And then it starts the second act, and then at the 2-hour mark, it stops, and then there's a third act. I caught that this time because, like,
Really interesting.
Right when he detonates the bomb, it's the last hour, and I looked at my watch. I was like, "Yep, that's exactly 60 minutes to go."
What kind of impact do you think it would have had if it would have actually put an intermission into the movie where people could get up and go get some snacks, hit the head, do stuff like that?
I think it would have played against it
Yeah,
because
okay.
you literally have to you have to absorb and digest this guy's entire life for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, it's a necessity. Like, you have to.
No.
You're living through his memories the whole time. So I think it's a necessity.
Okay.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
That was
Dun, dun.
dun, dun,
He's all,
dun.
okay, stop talking.
dun, dun. All right, so let's kind of get into this categories here for this special 90 minutes on film, aka 30 minutes, hopefully on film.
Yep.
Directors and writers. I always like to pass this torch over to Chris.
Yes. So director is
So it was a newcomer guy. I think he's
Yeah.
kind of fresh in this game, right?
Yeah, his first movie.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan directed, and then written by Christopher Nolan. He is the sole credited person. For
Yeah,
the
that's what I
screenplay.
got too.
Yeah, but it is based on 2 books, so
Yeah, man. I think that this film is just a great
culmination
thank you.
of his career.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like once
like
upon
the
a time in
it's-
Hollywood.
It's like, but it's like it's like a Hall of Famer just coming up and that whole experience, and you're just like, damn, that's
Yeah.
why this guy is that guy.
Yeah, it's like he's a super villain. He's been, setting us up this whole 15 years, 20 years to do this movie.
Yeah.
It's like Jordan hitting the dagger against Utah for his sixth championship ring.
Yeah.
I totally know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. I totally get it.
He's all sports, dude. Sports.
Totally, man.
Okay. Estimated budget,
Estimated budget's $100 million.
which is interesting, right? I thought it maybe had a little bit more than 100 mil, but
I mean, I don't know. I know he employed a lot of conventional filmmaking techniques
'Cause
with this movie.
yeah, because a lot of this is practical.
It's 100%
Yeah. So
Practical
yeah,
effects,
right.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
I mean, that's the rumor.
that's what they say.
That's what he's saying. No CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, $100 million estimated budget. Opening weekend, $82 million, almost pulled its whole budget. But the running total right now is $420
Yeah.
million.
Wow.
Yeah, 412 to 420 right now, which is pretty crazy.
Wow. They should let this guy film another one. You think they'll let him film
Oh,
another
yeah, dude, Warner Brothers is not letting him go anymore.
Oh, hell no. That's their golden child right there.
Totally.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, let's kind of go ahead and just pop right into here. Best part of the movie, fellas.
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh shit! Best part of the movie? I don't know. Come back to me, Gabe. You go for it. What, you
All
have
right.
something written down?
I have a couple of them actually.
Okay, I
course
might
you
take
do.
one of yours.
Well, I know the testing of the bomb, of course, is
Yeah.
very impactful.
Yeah,
The whole theater went silent when I was there.
yeah. Like
When that
so,
happened?
Literally, it was
Yeah.
impactful.
when they actually detonate the Trinity.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. But I actually enjoyed the Oppenheimer and Einstein scene at the end of the movie
Yeah.
when he's talking to him and he says, he goes back and he's talking about the calculation where they can actually ignite the entire world.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then he tells him, I think we did.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
Einstein just kind of looks at
fucking-
him and the music comes up. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about
Dude,
it.
I know.
The music comes up and like he just gives him that look and then turns around and walks away. It's fucking crazy.
It was that like, what did we do?
What
moment.
did we do moment?
Yeah,
Yes.
They already know.
Yes.
It's just like, yeah,
I think
we
he
fucked up.
And it's
Yeah.
just funny too because he's playing with time, so that actually happens earlier in the
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah.
And you kind of realize like that's the reason why he felt the way he felt the whole fucking movie.
Sure.
So again, you got Nolan playing with time. You know, he's still manipulating you into the narrative.
That's his like one of his cards. Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
if
totally.
we're playing poker, that's like one of his aces up his sleeve right there.
Yeah.
For me, the best part, and spoilers for anybody who has not seen the movie, don't listen to this part. When the big reveal, when you find out that Strauss, Robert Downey Jr., has actually been behind this whole smear campaign for Oppenheimer the entire time. That's that like, what the fuck moment. You're like, God damn it, I knew it. And when you learn that he's so fucking vindictive and he's so vain that he wasn't even talking about him like this entire time, but he was just dead set on destroying this man.
Yeah, he thought
because of what he thought he told him.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
And it's funny too how like we see that in we were having a discussion earlier about politics and basically playing king of the hill, you know,
right?
And they want to stay on top of the hill and they're willing to push anybody down.
Yeah, he says it too. He said like, I don't know if it's Alden Eldridge that says it or Robert Downey Jr. He's like, that's politics.
That's politics,
Yeah.
and it's so true. It's like that today. I mean, we have a lot of politicians that are still sitting in the throne.
For real.
But and it's also funny too is that they always make Kennedys like heroes in films.
That was funny, dude. It's like it was a cameo.
Yeah. That was pretty interesting.
I'm just glad they didn't make it cheesy, like show him like or something.
No, I like how they did it though. To be honest,
yeah. What's your favorite part of the movie?
Oh, kaboom, baby, kaboom!
Oh,
You
yeah.
like the bomb?
Yeah, just the
Dude, the way
fact
they pulled it off.
it was just
Dude, for like
and
a
let
minute.
it just sit.
A fucking minute.
Which,
Yes.
which I'm not mistaken. I mean, obviously, I don't blow up bombs, but
You're just the bomb.
yeah, I'm just the bomb. But I believe that's kind of how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
It's this,
It's a shockwave.
and then
Yep. And then it hits you.
it hits you as far as the boom.
Could you imagine if that? Well, not to get too dark or whatever. Could you imagine if that's the last thing you see and hear?
That was the scary part for them, right?
Yeah.
Well,
that.
you're just sitting there
Yeah.
And that's it.
and not knowing. All right, are we sure we far enough?
Yeah.
If those calculations are correct,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's all
fucking-
theory. It's all theory.
Yeah, it's
you know,
all
where
on
they're at.
paper.
Mhm.
Yeah. And homeboy's like, the glass. The glass will protect me from the
Oh,
UV.
yeah.
okay. Ask anyone involved with the production. What the fuck? How the fuck? Or why the fuck?
Yeah.
Guys?
Me? How the
sex
fuck?
scene.
No. How the fuck did they do all of those effects with not computers, with no CGI?
Yeah.
So I saw the video that he used like microscopic like powders and all kinds of stuff like the visual effects team. But there's a couple of scenes when they actually show the Earth and the ring of fire is like trailing across the entire globe. And then when he's at the AEC meeting at the it's like a ballroom or whatever, and he's saying like, the guy says like, well, you drown in 10 feet of water, 10,000 feet of water, you're still gonna drown. And he's looking at the map on the table, and it's like little droplets of water, which is supposed to be like the bombs dropping. Like, how did he do that? Like, how did they do that?
Bro.
Movie magic.
Yeah, for real.
That's true. That's a good one. I like that. How about you?
The inspiration and the thought process behind the two different colors. I know that
Yeah.
the color portion, when I was done, is considered fission,
Yeah.
Yes.
which is the splitting.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Yes,
Right.
so it's constantly, splitting his relationship, splitting everything apart. And then you have the black and white side, which is the part that is the fusion part, which is the explosion. And that's what happens with Robert Downey Jr. I just wonder, like, dude is so mental.
Why did he think about it?
How
like
did
that?
he come up with that? To do it that way.
So the color stuff is the subjective stuff. So the color stuff is everything from his perspective.
Yeah.
And then the black and white stuff is the objective stuff, and that's all the stuff that we know about him based on what we've read. So if you look at it, the black and white stuff is whatever you get in print. It's black and white. Like, that's how we know it's a fact, because it's in black and white.
Okay.
But they prove you wrong at the end because they were fucking lying about him the whole time. So that's why at the end it kind of converges together. Because if you watch it again, some of the scenes that start black and white become color as the film progresses.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden you know more about him because they're teaching you the whole time.
Mind blowing right there.
Dude, some good filmmaking this time around. Do you have a what the fuck, how the fuck, why the fuck?
I kind of know, but I was just kind of tailing off of you because I do know the idea of how they created the explosions and all that, but still I can't really kind of wrap my head around it. I know
it's crazy.
There was I guess this, what was it, like a capsule or something where they actually put the camera like in there to light up to get those visuals of like,
wow.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for the disc because like that's when I get the disc. The first thing I'm gonna go to is the special features because I want to see how they did that.
Yeah,
he's gonna hide that from you, Chris.
Yeah, he might not say it. You know,
he's I'm sorry, Chris, in the commentary.
Yeah,
I don't know if I sounded like him, but anyways.
Not at all.
I know. I should have just outcrushed you. Oscar predictions, guys. Mm-hmm. Who gets it? Who deserves it? I mean,
shit, the whole.
Everybody.
Come
yeah.
On. I mean, are we?
All right. How about this? Let's do this because I think we know.
Who do you like? Okay, so we got Oscar predictions. Who gets it and who deserves it? Gabe, who do you want to get it?
Emily Blunt.
Okay.
Best supporting actress.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Like she really brings it home after the middle.
Oh,
like I fucking hated her
when she went heads up with the lawyer.
Yeah.
So I hated her the whole movie until she finds him crying, you know, in the middle of nowhere, and she fucking slaps him, and she's like, "You don't get to commit a sin and have us feel sorry for you."
Yeah.
Like, God damn, she fucking brought it.
Oh yeah, she did bring it.
Drop
and
right
then
there.
again, she goes against the lawyer. It's like,
and
wow,
the
whole time. And she's like, just be a fucking man. Like, stop letting these people do this to you. But I get it because he was Prometheus. He needed to be tortured for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
because of what he did. Mm-hmm. Who's your choice?
Well, I think we're on the same page as far as
yeah. I think the obvious choice is going to be Cillian Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, even Damon did good.
But Damon's more supportive, right?
He is supportive. Yeah.
So that's
You think you're gonna have Robert Downey Jr. and Matt Damon together in the same category?
Dude, he was fucking fabulous.
Yeah, I think so.
Like every person in this movie, like brought it home. It was so crazy.
I wouldn't be like shocked if both of those categories they dominate.
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah, for real.
I do have it down for Best Picture, Director.
Oh yeah,
Cinematography, Sound.
So who's your one want? We'll give you one want.
Okay, I got to go with. I think it's going to win visual effects for sure.
Okay.
No CGI in this movie.
Yeah, like old school filmmaking.
Yeah, original score I think is another one that they're going to hit.
That's the one I want. I want the score to hit.
I was listening on Spotify soundtracks, and the theme came on, and it's just like, and then just
he's a dude.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's your Mandalorian homeboy, so that's crazy.
Oh, bro, he's
a monster.
He is. All right. Moving on. Weakest link in the film.
You already know mine.
The boobies.
I thought Florence Pugh was the weakest link. Like, I get it. I just don't think she needed to be there. They only used it to illustrate how he felt like it was his fault. You know, and then they kind of illustrated like, oh, well, he's a womanizer. He's cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
She's promiscuous, and then later on they say he's having an affair with the other lady. It's like she's just a plot device. I thought she was the weakest link.
All right, I'll give that to you.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they needed the part where Kitty imagines the sex scene when he's behind in the closed door hearing.
Yeah, because you already get it.
You already know.
Yeah, that was kind of.
They're talking about it. I don't think they need that part in there.
Yeah, I don't think we need to see Cillian Murphy's balls in fucking IMAX.
No.
Dude, you.
Hey, maybe some people enjoyed that.
You could literally see the peach fuzz, bro. Like,
there you go.
All right. Yeah.
that was the mic
That's
drop.
the
That
mic
was-
drop right
that
there.
was-
Okay.
Let's just move on now. Top 3 performers: Oscar, actor or actress only.
I said so for me. Then I think the one that surprised the shit out of me was Josh Hartnett.
Mm-hmm.
He surprised the
Yeah.
fuck out of me, and Damon I thought was really good too.
I thought Damon was going to be a Damon, like because he usually kind of is in film.
I mean, he was
Correct me if I'm
basically
wrong.
being a dick, but he did it really well.
He did it pretty well.
Maybe it was just being himself.
That's what I thought too. I was like, well, he's just
Well,
just be natural. Matt.
Usually,
Yeah.
usually he's a Southie dick.
Yeah.
exactly. And then of course I think Blunt.
Killian Murphy.
Yeah,
Right? And
yeah.
then Emily
Yeah.
Blunt.
Yeah.
I actually went with Robert Downey Jr. as my number 3.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
You
too
know,
this
I
year.
think, but like people didn't recognize that was actually him.
Mm-mm.
I know,
So
that's
yeah,
cool. And I love how they just like
hmm
they took away a little bit of his hair. And
yeah,
then
Yeah.
they adjusted his hairline.
Yeah.
They did a little bit different stuff with the
Well, he
makeup on
he
it.
shaved his head though, right? Was
I
that
think
for
so,
this
yeah,
one?
because
Right?
it's still growing back now.
Yeah, because that was for this one, right? So-
Was this his first movie out of like the Avengers stuff?
Nah, man,
No,
Doctor
no,
Doolittle,
no.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that
No,
fucking
he-
shit tanked like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
that
he
was
had
like a year or two after Avengers.
Well, he
Okay.
had a couple other ones, didn't he?
I will look and see.
Yes, please do that. Yeah, because I know he wasn't just in the MCU stuck in there. So.
Oh, okay.
He did Avengers Endgame, Doctor Doolittle, and then Oppenheimer.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
No shit.
Yep, second movie out of the MCU.
Oh, okay.
Not even like.
Nada.
Wow, I
So
didn't
he-
even think of that.
So I was listening to an interview, and that's where I kind of got that note from. I didn't read it, but I was listening to their interview, and they said, "Oh, picking your first movie out of the MCU,"
You're like, what?
and then so I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. That's a good note to have for the podcast tonight." And then come to find out, now it's Doctor Doolittle. He bypassed it and he said, "No,
Oh,
I did
yeah.
I did
Dude,
Doctor
right?
Doolittle in
It's like-
between." He's just he just let it go.
Out of sight, out
Yeah.
of mind.
Oh wow.
Like, hey, nobody saw it anyways.
Yeah.
No one really cared about that. But okay, which character is most likely to have a Twitter account? None, because Twitter doesn't exist
Well,
anymore.
this is hypothetically. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Well,
It's now
X, a Twitter X or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck ever.
It's just X.
Who do you guys think? There's a good one in there. Did you have one, Gabe?
Go
Marco?
ahead. Go to Wacko. Do you have one?
I would say Downey,
Yeah, the
the
politician.
politician, because it's really common for them now to have one.
Yeah, because he looks like he don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because he loves it.
Yeah, he had
And that's
like
a
fucking.
great place for people who want to just be.
He was
heard.
itching to tell his aide, "I'm the one that did it." Like,
Yeah.
he's like, I killed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have the fucking knife right here. Like,
Yeah,
he was just itching. He'd had like diarrhea of the mouth, dude.
Yeah.
Who'd you have?
Actually, I had Jean, the girlfriend,
Ah, yeah,
Yeah. because
yeah,
she's like 10 years younger than him
yeah.
overall.
yeah.
I mean, she's part of the Communist Party.
She's mentally unstable.
She is unstable.
Yeah, true.
You know, she's a free spirit,
Yeah, she might be the
willing
one.
to have an F buddy,
Yeah.
type of thing. No relationship.
She's the one that looks like she would say like, "I just slept with like the head of the Manhattan Project,"
Yeah.
and she'd put it on Twitter.
Yeah.
and then
Right.
she deletes it, and they're like, "Oh, too late. We got screenshots."
Yep. That shit goes viral.
Yep.
It's over for that guy.
I just gave a Manhattan to a bomb ass fool.
Stupid.
That would be the tweet.
Delete.
Moving on.
Yeah.
All right. And independent thoughts on the film, plus personal ranking, guys.
Yeah. I think we already did the.
We
first
already did the ranking because it's just
10-10. Everybody unanimous 10-10.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your own personal thoughts, guys.
Go ahead, Gabe. What you got?
I love the movie. And I think kind of like everybody else, I wanted to see the bombing of Hiroshima.
Wow, you
happen.
wanted to see that?
I mean,
Ouch.
we know that's the next step, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that they didn't show it actually, I think, improved the movie
Yeah.
versus showing that part. So
Just them turning away too when they're showing
Yes.
the footage. Like,
Yeah.
you just can only imagine what that looks like.
yeah,
Now, was it the A or the H that did that one?
A-bomb.
the
A
A-bomb,
bomb, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Anything else?
No,
Wacko?
I mean, just like I said, it was a nonstop film for me. I was stuck in it. You
Dude,
know,
what was your pulse afterwards? Did you guys check your pulse?
I don't know. It was pretty mellow.
Mine kept saying like breathe. Like, I kept giving
Your phone?
Oh, really?
my
Or your
watch.
watch?
My
Yeah.
watch kept giving me the breathe notification.
Oh no! I walked out of there. It was just like, wow, that was really awesome.
I'm one of those guys that when I'm in and you got me, dude. Like at the end of that movie, I was crying the first time. I couldn't hold it in because I just felt so fucking bad because
Because you watched movies.
Who'd you feel bad for?
I felt bad for Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Because they just crushed him, and then there's that one shot when when they're reading the letter that he wrote to the FBI or whatever, saying that he's definitely been a Russian, he's been a communist the whole time that he was working at Los Alamos, and the guy reads the fucking, all of the shit that they've been saying about him, and it's going into the record, and he gets up and turns, and he just looks crushed, like I don't know, and we all talk shit about people who are method actors, and like they got to be in character. You got to call me Blade the whole movie or whatever. Yeah, and we talk shit about it. I don't know how that guy could have done it any other way. Yeah. Because he wanted to be referred to as Oppenheimer on the set. Like, he was always in character. He didn't go to dinner with anybody. I mean, there's only one way he could have done that, because you like illustrated the worst parts of this guy's life.
So you felt bad for him? Because I felt bad for him too. But what part made you feel bad? The part that he didn't get his security clearance and that they used him and threw him off to the side when he accomplished the goal? Initially, it was that. Okay. But then afterwards, it was that he had like how they were talking shit to him, saying like, "Oh, when did you have this? Like, all of a sudden in 1949, you have a moral, conflict on what you did." Like, they asked him to do that. And once he realized what he had done, that he, gave people the power to kill themselves, like, he was like, I let the genie out of the bottle. Yeah. I opened Pandora's box and there's no closing it. That's the part I felt bad for him. What was that part? That he opened up, like you said, he opened up the bottle, let the genie out.
He knew what he was doing.
Like, yes.
Well, so he did it because they used his...
I know, but like, you can't sit there like and just be, oh my God, I just did this. Like, bro, like, you knew where the hell you're going. Just like Emily Blunt's character. Just
so that's why there's a juxtaposition of what he's doing. Like, at the beginning, he wants to be famous, and then when he becomes famous, he's like, you know what? They're saying that I'm not loyal to my country. Let me show them I really am. And then it wasn't until it was too late. He was like, damn it, I just did what I didn't want to do. And what he read in that book, when she's writing him like, oh, what does it say? Is like, I'm the destroyer of worlds. Like, he became what she told him. Whatever. Anyways, it was depressing.
The movie was great.
It was a great movie, though.
Probably one of the best films this year. Definitely.
Yep. We'll see what happens. We'll reconvene in February or March with the Oscars.
Yeah. Did you guys do the Barbenheimer?
I did. I saw Oppenheimer at 10:30 in the morning, and I was just like devastated. My daughter Isabel, like, she could not stop crying. I had to like hold her until she stopped crying at the end of the movie. And then we went right into Barbie at 2:00. Because that's what Tom Cruise said that. They were like, Tom Cruise, what are you going to watch? He's like, I'm going to watch Oppenheimer first, and then I'll need some levity afterwards. He said, I'm going to go see Barbie right afterwards. That's what we did. It worked, because I forgot about Oppenheimer, how fucking heavy it was.
I haven't seen Barbie yet. No.
Can you wait for streaming?
I think so.
It's good. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good.
It's got some messages.
It does. But
that's cool.
I'd just like to finish a podcast with, it just wasn't Ken enough.
Ken enough.
I just feel that Barbie was a film for men. It was a journey of a man trying to be confident in himself and finding who he really is and not following what others do. And at the end, he is who he is. It's not, it wasn't Barbie. It was like a Ken movie. Hashtag Ken.
Yep. It's okay to be on your own.
It's okay to be on, and it's okay to be emotional.
I'm going to throw some fucking applause in the fucking podcast. That was good, man.
Is it worth going to see in the movie theater then?
I say just to go do it.
If you go with a big crowd, I think it's great. Okay. And it's still right now, dude, my daughter's seen it 5 times, and it's been sold out every single time still. And that was Sunday.
All right. I'll try to get to it.
Well, fellas, that was the bomb.
I'm gonna play the Gap Band, or maybe that's too crass. I don't know. Maybe I will.
You dropped the bomb on me.